Hello everyone, welcome to the Worldvision Fan Contest 2025B, hosted in the lovely city of Liepāja. I'm Marie N., winner of Eurovision 2002, and these are my co-hosts.
Correct. You probably know me, Andres Reines Zitmanis, from when I was robbed hard with my band Sudden Lights, first in Eurovision 2023, and then last edition of this contest, when I was trying to help the country of Burundi. At last though, I am making it through an entire contest, even if it's only as the host.
Meanwhile, I, Tom's Gribbins, have already done so multiple times, given that I commented Eurovision for Latvia for the last 11 editions. You might know me from my legendary reaction to Don's bringing us back to the final last year. I'm so thankful to have been asked to host this contest as well, and will try my best to deliver a good show even when a camera points at me all the time for once.
I'm also glad to be part of this show. For those who don't know me, I'm Dagmar Elegante, who Eurovision fans might recognize as one of the hosts of Supernova 2018. Good to be back hosting a contest like this after so many years.
Well, now that you know who we are, we wanted to tell you about the rules of this edition, although those for the most part are the same as last time.
Yeah, really the only big difference is with the borrowing system. Since we had a bunch of countries last time that only participated due to weird borrowers, trust me, I know what I'm talking about, that will be restricted this time. You can still name backup countries, but now they can only be countries your artist also is connected to. Well, those or the default backup countries, which are still a thing, and which will be used even if no backups are named, but you can put them in the form if, let's say, you want to give one of them priority.
As for the connection of your artist, any connection sufficient for the main country is enough for the backup countries too. Ideally, you should just name the connection in the form, because if our executive supervisor can't verify it, the backup country you named will be ignored.
I guess before anyone asks, official borrowers of countries your artist is connected to, like Monaco for France or Montserrat for the UK, can also be put in the backup field. Keep in mind though, that with all of those also being default backup countries to their respective parent country, only the default backups of your main country will be used automatically. So if you have an artist who's connected to, say, Romania and France.
Such a weird combination, like there are any artists like this.
Right, anyway. If you name Romania as main country and France as backup, the French default backups will not be automatically used, only the Romanian ones will. If you also want the French ones to be used in this case, you will have to separately write something like French backups in the backup field as well.
Well, that hopefully wasn't too complicated. I guess one more thing. The release date threshold is the 1st of January 2024 this time. Our executive supervisor will try to make sure all songs released earlier will be rejected, unlike last time, when some slipped through and made it to the Czech national final or something. But that's a type of mistake that will hopefully be avoided.
Also, there are some minor changes regarding dead artists, or really just formalized rules that should have been obvious due to common sense anyway, but somehow weren't. Well, the way they are handled is basically that they can participate if a song of theirs has been released while they were still alive, or if said song was released by someone who directly knew them after their death. In terms of dead songwriters, they are fine if their song is released under the name of whoever recorded it, but not if they are released under the name of the composer, like a long-lost Mozart composition or something.
I guess one really minor rule, but in very extreme cases, songs can now be rejected for poor quality. Though this rule is very lenient and will really just come into play if you send something that any normal person would no longer identify as music, like if someone just hammers on a piano for 3 minutes without any rhyme or reason or something.
Well, with that, use the Google form in the description to submit your songs. Once again, please don't send any YouTube clips to give us your timestamps. Those are just unnecessarily difficult to download. And please don't send like 20 songs in one form, unless it's like a full album or something where you send a playlist. But in that case, please clarify that you want all songs from that album submitted, because otherwise it gets a bit confusing.
Submissions will be open for 3 days until Tuesday, mostly because if past experiences are anything to go by, there will be hundreds of submissions at that point anyway. And at some point, people just send nonsense troll submissions, like the Squid Game soundtrack again.
Well, that's it, I think. I don't know if the ban on active national final songs is something you need to be reminded of right now, given that I don't think any are ongoing anyway.
I guess some for JESC might be running right now, but I'm unsure. Like, we didn't even participate there since 2011, so I'm a bit out of the loop.
Right. Either way, if there are, just don't submit anything that is still in the running to compete at JESC. Eliminated songs from these national finals are fine, however. Well, we will see you all again soon enough, I think. Until then, bye.